ఓం శ్రీ మహాగణాధిపతయే. అందరూ ఇవాళ నమస్కారం పెట్టుకోను. ఓం శరత్. ఓం నమస్కారం. ముందు నమస్కారం పెట్టుకోవాలమ్మా అక్షర. ఓం ఓం శ్రీ మహాగణాధిపతయే నమః. ఓం శ్రీ మహా సరస్వత్యై నమః. ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం. ఓం శరదిందు సమాకారే అందరూ చెప్పండి. శరదిందు సమాకారే పరబ్రహ్మస్వరూపిణి వాసరాపీఠ నిలయే సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే.
వాసరాపీఠ నిలయే సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే.
మళ్ళీ ఇంకొకసారి రెండేసి చరణాలు కలిపి చెప్దాం. శరదిందు సమాకారే పరబ్రహ్మస్వరూపిణి
సమాకారే
పరబ్రహ్మస్వరూపిణి
ఆసరాపీఠ నిలయే సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే.
వాసరాపీఠ నిలయే సరస్వతి నమోస్తుతే.
తర్వాత అచింత్యావ్యక్త రూపాయ నిర్గుణాయ గుణాత్మనే
అచింత్యావ్యక్త రూపాయ నిర్గుణాయ గుణాత్మనే
సమస్త జగదాధార మూర్తయే బ్రహ్మణే నమః.
సమస్త జగదాధారమూర్తయే
బ్రహ్మణే నమః.
వన్స్ మోర్. అచింత్యావ్యక్త రూపాయ నిర్గుణాయ గుణాత్మనే
అచింత్యావ్యక్త రూపాయ నిర్గుణాయ గుణాత్మనే
సమస్త జగదాధార మూర్తయే బ్రహ్మణే నమః.
సమస్త జగదాధారమూర్తయే
బ్రహ్మణే నమః.
The last shloka and next shloka also. It is there.
End of this.
లోకి వెళ్ళానండి.
End of this.
ఇంకా 36. ఓకే. ఓం కాయేన వాచా మనసేంద్రియైర్వా
ఓం కాయేన వాచా
మనసేంద్రియైర్వా
బుద్ధ్యాత్మనా వా ప్రకృతే స్వభావాత్
బుద్ధ్యాత్మనా వా ప్రకృతే స్వభావాత్
కరోమి యద్యత్ సకలం పరస్మై
కరోమి యద్యత్ సకలం పరస్మై
నారాయణాయేతి సమర్పయామి.
నారాయణాయేతి సమర్పయామి.
శుభోదయం. స్వాగతం. Welcome to all. Today is a very pious day. Can anybody tell me why it is pious? Holy day. Why it is so holy today?
హనుమత్ జయంతి.
Yes, Hanuman Jayanti.
హనుమత్ జయంతి.
Do you have any shlokas recited already? Do you know any shlokas related to Hanuman? Anybody? Even one shloka, at least one shloka related to Hanuman. Anybody? Raise your hands. Akshara.
Think of your manassu, manojavam.
Manojavam, anybody knows? Yatra yatra. See what is the condition? Now let us start our prayer with those shlokas again, because it is a holy day. I will get the screen. Just please, you see, I will be reading. Andaru kuda cheppandi. Om Goshpadi Krutavarasim.
గోష్పది కృతవారాశిం.
Andaru cheppali. All people should tell. All should tell. Not one. Everybody should unmute. Recite. Goshpadi Krutavarasim.
గోష్పది కృతవారాశిం
మశకీకృత రాక్షసం
మశకీకృత రాక్షసం
రామాయణ మహామాలా రత్నం
రామాయణ మహామాలం రత్నం
వందే నిలాత్మజం
వందే నీలాత్మజం
అంజనానందనం వీరం
అంజనానందం వీరం
జానకీ శోకనాశనం
జానకీ శోకనాశనం
కపీశమక్షహంతారం
కపీశహంతారం
వందే లంకాభయంకరం
వందే లంకాభయంకరం
ఉల్లంఘ్య సింధోః సలిలం సలీలం
ఉల్లంఘ్య సింధోః సలిలం
Again I will repeat. ఉల్లంఘ్య
ఉల్లంఘ్య
సింధోః
సింధోః
సలిలం
సలిలం
సలీలం
సలిలం
యశోకవహ్నిం
యశోకవహ్నిం
జనకాత్మజాయాః
జనకాత్మజాయాః
ఆదాయ తేనైవ
ఆదాయ తేనైవ
తదాహ లంకాం
తదాహ లంకాం
మమామితం
మమామితం
ప్రాంజలిరాంజనేయం
ప్రాంజలిరాంజనేయం
ఆంజనేయమతిపాటలాననం
ఆంజనేయమతిపాటలానం
కాంచనాద్రి
కాంచనాద్రి
కమనీయ విగ్రహం
కమనీయ
విగ్రహం
పారిజాత
పారిజాత
తరుమూలవాసినం
తరుమూలవాసినం
భావయామి
భావయామి
అవమాననందనం
అవమాననందనం
యత్ర యత్ర
యత్ర యత్ర
రఘునాథ కీర్తనం
రఘునాథ కీర్తనం
తత్ర తత్ర
తత్ర తత్ర
కృతమస్తకాంజలిం
కృతమస్తకాంజలిం
బాష్పవారి
బాష్పవారి
పరిపూర్ణలోచనం
పరిపూర్ణలోచనం
మారుతిం
మారుతిం
నమత రాక్షసాంతకం
రాక్షసాంతకం
మనోజవం
మనోజవం
మారుతతుల్య వేగం
మారుతతుల్యవేగం
జితేంద్రియం
జితేంద్రియం
బుద్ధిమతాం
బుద్ధిమతాం
వరిష్ఠం
వరిష్టం
వాతాత్మజం
వాతాత్మజం
వానరయూథముఖ్యం
వానరయోధముఖ్యం
శ్రీరామదూతం
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 శిరసా నమామి.
నమామి
This shloka again will repeat. మనోజవం మారుతతుల్య వేగం. ఎవరన్నా సరే అప్పచెప్పగలిగితే చాలా గొప్ప విషయం. శ్లోకాన్ని అయిపోయిన తర్వాత అప్పచెప్పాలి. ఎవరన్నా సరే కళ్ళు మూసి చెప్పినా సరే కళ్ళు తిరిగి చెప్పినా సరే చూసి చెప్పాలి ఈ శ్లోకం. మనోజవం మారుతతుల్య వేగం జితేంద్రియం బుద్ధిమతాం వరిష్ఠం
వరిష్టం
వాతాత్మజం
వాతాత్మజం
వానరయూథముఖ్యం
వానరయోధముఖ్యం
శ్రీరామదూతం శిరసా నమామి.
శ్రీరామదూతం శిరసా
Yes,
నమామి.
who can chant? Who can read? Anybody can raise. The shloka will be there. You can read. I will enhance the size. Yes, this one. Manojavam. Akshara, start. No, your voice is not audible. Somewhere, you are unmute, but even the voice is not coming.
మనోజవం మారుతతుల్యవేగం జితేంద్రియం బుద్ధిమతాం వరిష్టం వాతాత్మజం వానరయూథముఖ్యం శ్రీరామదూతం శిరసా నమామి.
Excellent, excellent. Very nice. Next, Arunima, read out the same shloka.
మనోజవం మారుతతుల్యవేగం జితేంద్రియం బుద్ధిమతాం వరిష్టం వాతాత్మజం వానరయూథముఖ్యం శ్రీరామదూతం శిరసా నమామి.
Very good. Sirisha, repeat.
మనోజవం మారుతతుల్యవేగం జితేంద్రియం బుద్ధిమతాం వరిష్టం వాతాత్మజం వానరయోధ ముఖ్యం శ్రీరామదూతం శిరసా నమామి.
వెరీ గుడ్. శ్రీకృష్ణ అన్మ్యూట్. రీడ్.
మారుత తుల్య వేగం జితేంద్రియం బుద్ధిమతాం వరిష్టం వాతాత్మజం వానరయూథ ముఖ్యం శ్రీరామదూతం శిరసా నమామి.
వెరీ గుడ్. చైత్ర.
వరిష్టం
మనోజవం
అనాలి.
మనోజవం
సార్ ఏమంటారు?
మనోజవం మారుత తుల్య వేగం జితేంద్రియం బుద్ధిమతాం వరిష్టం వాతాత్మజం వానరయూధ ముఖ్యం శ్రీరామదూతం శిరసా నమామి.
వెరీ గుడ్. వెరీ గుడ్. ఇంకా ఎవరన్నా ఉన్నారా? ఎనీబడి? సుహాస్
yes, Guru.
ప్లీజ్.
మనోజవం మారుతతుల్య వేగం జితేంద్రియం బుద్ధిమతాం వరిష్టం వాతాత్మజం వానరయుధ
యూథ వానరయూథ ముఖ్యం
వానరయుధముఖ్యం శ్రీరామదూతం శిరసా నమామి.
వెరీ గుడ్. యూ ఇంప్రూవ్ యువర్ తెలుగు రీడింగ్ ఫర్దర్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ ఎనీబడి? శాస్త్రి గారు దీనికైనా ఇంపార్టెన్స్ అని కొంచెం చెప్తారా కాసేపు? 2 నిమిషాలు ఈ శ్లోకానికి.
Dear children, this is a sloka describing how the Hanuman is, and we are doing namaskar to him. He is Manojavam. He is as if it is born out of our mind, the energy he has got. Maruta Tulya Vegam. Maruta is wind. Do we know what is the speed of the wind? Wind speed can be 0 onwards, anything. If it exceeds 30-40, we will get very winding, very disturbing wind. So his speed is like a wind. And Jitendriyam, Jita Indriyam, that means he has conquered all his things in his control. He has got absolute control on his body and mind. Buddhimatam Varishtham. Buddhimatam means among the wisdom, wise people, he is the number one. Varishtham is the senior most in the Buddhimatam. Vatatmajam. Vata is meaning wind again, air. So Vatatmajam. He is born from Pavan, that is Vatatmajam. Born to the air. Vanarayudha Mukhyam. Vanarayudha means the warriors of the all monkeys. And he is very important of that. Vanarayudha Mukhyam. And finally, he is Sri Ramadutam. He is Duta or the ambassador.
ఫ్రీజ్ అయిందండి, మాట రావట్లేదు. శ్రీరామదూతం అంటే మెసెంజర్, అంబాసిడర్ ఆఫ్ శ్రీరామ.
This Manojavam, Maruta Tulya Vegam. We need not run, but our thinking, our actions should be very fast. So we should be alert, we should be fast, we should be controlled, we should have high wisdom, and we should be one among the many and looked to be important. And always we should be under the control of ourselves, or that is Sri Rama. So we should not think that only we are doing everything. We are doing because of the kindness or the what you can say, the blessings of the another energy, that is the God, that is Sri Rama. Okay, all the best for the today's class. Good day.
Very nice. Thank you, Sir Shastri Garu. Now you see, this shloka will be sent to you in the group, and you should get it by heart. We will have
In that PDF file, it is there, sir.
Unda? Already, if it
Ah.
is there in the group, please look into it. This shloka at
36
least,
36
all
page.
the 6 or 7 shlokas, they are very important related to Lord Hanuman. And this shloka is very, very important. You should get by heart within 1 or 2 days' time. I will ask who got this by heart. We will have a detailed discussion on this shloka and also other aspects of other important features of Lord Hanuman. When we take up Rama Avatara, Sri Rama Avatara. Okay.
Whenever we feel very disturbed or very low or the depressed, you can recite this sloka by closing your eyes for 3 times and you will get back all your energy.
Okay. Now we'll go back. Yesterday we have started discussing about which one? Let us remember the shloka. Matsyah Kurmo Varahascha Narasimhascha Vamanah Ramo Ramascha Krishna Kalkirevacha. On Monday, actually, we discussed about Matsya Avatara. On Tuesday, we discussed about Kurma Avatara. And yesterday, that is Wednesday, we have discussed about Varaha Avatara. And we will start with Narasimha Avatara. Okay, today. Narasimha Avatara story, everybody must be knowing it. You might have seen Bhakta Prahalada cinema. Have you seen or not? Arunima, Chuseva Bhakta Prahalada cinema, have you seen? Have not seen? Murdani, have you seen? Have you seen Bhakta Prahalada or not? Anybody who has seen, please raise your hands. Please raise your hands who have seen the Bhakta Prahalada cinema. 2, 3. Only 3.
And raise the hands who knows Bhakta Prahalada story.
Story also who knows? Okay. Now, I will ask a few questions. Who can tell briefly the story of Narasimha Avatara? Sri Krishna, can you tell the story briefly? Sri Krishna, can you tell? At start.
Once upon a time, a Rakshasa called
Kashipu.
Hiranyakashipu. He has a son called Prahlada. The Hiranyakashipu conquered Swarga and he irritated all the good people on the earth and Swarga. So all the good people and Devatas went to Vishnumurti and they asked to neutralize Hiranyakashipu. So in the form of Bhakta Prahlada, Vishnumurti came as Narasimha Swami and killed Hiranyakashipu.
Very good. Akshara, can you tell?
Yes, sir. Once upon a time, there was a Rakshasa named Hiranyakashipu. So he did meditation to Brahma and he asked for immortality, but Brahma told that it is against the dharma. So he asked for a boon that no man or animal or God cannot kill me. They cannot kill him in morning or night, nor with weapons nor with weapons also. So Brahma granted this boon. After that, he became very powerful and he conquered Swarga, and he also conquered Earth and started fighting with gods and everything. Then he also had a son named Prahlada. Prahlada was a Vishnu Bhaktudu, Vishnu's devotee. So Hiranyakashipu did not like Vishnu, and his son only is Vishnu's devotee, so he wanted to kill Prahlada. So first he sent snakes to kill him, but Prahlada started chanting Lord Vishnu's name, and he got saved. Then his sister named Holika had a boon that fire could not kill her. So in the fire, Holika sat with Prahlada on her lap. Then Prahlada started chanting Vishnu's name, and so that's why Holika got killed, but he got saved from the fire. Then after that, once his father Hiranyakashipu asked that is Vishnu, like he told Prahlada told that Vishnu is everywhere. So then show me your Vishnu. Then he was like,
Pillar.
The pillar. Show me Vishnu in this pillar.
yeah, and the Vishnu came out of the pillar in form of Narasimha Avatara. Then he killed Hiranyakashipu, which is not with his nails, not using any weapons, and he also in the boon, I forgot to tell that in the boon Hiranyakashipu also asked that it's not inside the house or not outside the house. So on the Gadapa he killed with his nails, like he call that he teared his chest and killed.
He tore his stomach.
Yeah, stomach.
Very good. Very nice. Excellent. Very good telling. Now who?
His mother went to Narada's house, and Prahlada heard all the stories of Narayana, and then he became a devotee of Narayana. After he was born, he started chanting the name of Narayana all his life. But Hiranyakashipu was a total enemy of Narayana. So he decided he would try to kill his son. His first attempt was to throw a huge rock at him, and even though it did not work. His next attempt was he had a sister named Holika. She got the power of not being burnt in fire due to a shawl. So he asked Holika to sit in the fire and then hold Prahlada in her lap. But as Narayana ordered to Vayudev, he blew the shawl onto Prahlada, and then Holika got burnt, and Prahlada was safe. This is why we celebrate Holi. And after so many attempts, Hiranyakashipu tried to kill Prahlada. The fourth avatar of Vishnu, Narasimha, he came out of a pillar, not outside of his house or inside of his house, not during the day or night, neither on land nor in water, without any weapon. He held Hiranyakashipu in his lap and torn his chest with his nails. And Prahlada was saved.
Very nice. Very nice. చాలా బాగా చెప్పావమ్మా. Very nice. Happy. At least now our children are able to tell the stories related to our Prahlada. Very good. Excellent attempt. Anybody else? Here actually, I will start telling. We are holding these classes to know something from these stories, so that we will develop our good qualities from these stories wherever it is possible to pick up. Yes, the total story is like this. There are two gatekeepers before Lord Vishnu's abode in Vaikuntha, Jaya and Vijaya. They were cursed by 4 rishis. Lord Vishnu gave 2 options. These 2 fellows, started crying once the rishis cursed them. Sir, we don't want to go. Then Lord Vishnu gave 2 options. Either you take 10 births on earth and being my devotee, or you take 3 births on earth, but for fighting with me. Which one you want? As a devotee for 10 lives, or as an enemy for 3 lives? Which one you want? Then these 2 fellows, they asked her, because we don't want to wait for a long time of 10 births. We want to come back at the earliest. So you want to take 3 births with enmity. We'll fight with you. In that process, these 2 fellows, the gatekeepers, Jaya and Vijaya, took the name of Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. That is the first life for these people. So they were born, and both are very sincere, very serious. They are power hungry, so they made penance. First of all, Hiranyaksha, but actually that story already you have seen how he was behaving against Lord Vishnu. So he has thrown the earth into the ocean. That story yesterday we have covered, completed. And then how Lord Vishnu came in the form of a Varaha and how he has eliminated this Hiranyaksha, that also is over. The next fellow is Hiranyakashipu, that is his elder brother, Hiranyaksha's elder brother. He went to Lord Brahma. He approached, he started making penance, tapas, very severe penance. For that penance, Lord Brahma was very much pleased. So he asked him to choose the boons, varal. First of all, he asked for immortality. No, he said. Then he asked for several other things. I should not be killed by any man. That is, I should not be killed by any human being. I should not be killed by any animal. I should not be killed by any devatas or rakshasas or sarpas, that is snakes. I should not be killed by any weapon. I should not be killed in the daytime or in the night time. And I should not be killed within my house or outside my house. Like that is a long list of choices he made. Okay, he agreed. So with that he became very powerful. He started, during this period, Hiranyakashipu's wife was taken away by Lord Indra. Lord Indra was afraid of the son or daughter, whoever may be born for this Lord Hiranyakashipu, the great Hiranyakashipu. Because they also may be, he was thinking, very wicked, they may be hurting him. So with that view, he wanted to take away and then kill the child. But in between, Lord Narada Maharshi came, he saved her, he took her to his ashram, and then started explaining the great concepts of our Sanatana Dharma. She was interested, not only herself hearing, the boy within her womb, గర్భంలో ఉన్నటువంటి పిండ రూపంలో ఉన్న ప్రహ్లాద also started hearing. He was very much blessed by this Lord, great Narada Maharshi. And then, after some time, Hiranyakashipu got his boons, he came out. Then she was taken to his house. Then Prahlada was born. For a few days, for a few months, and for 1 or 2 years, he was childish, but always thinking of Lord Vishnu only. Nothing was known because he was very, very young. As an infant, others could not think what he is doing, but he always appearing to be mild. So Hiranyakashipu was feeling bad. Why my son is always very mild? Why he is not aggressive like any other Rakshasas? So he called his, there is one Gurukula is there, one school is there. there is one principal like Acharya. Shukracharya was the great teacher for the Rakshasas. He has a son, Chandamarka. So he asked Hiranyakashipu invited the sons of Shukracharya to train this boy, Prahalada, in a traditional knowledge and teach him all the good things suitable for Rakshasas. So they have taken this boy to the Gurukula school. They started teaching. Whatever they were teaching, he was able to learn. He was always the number one ranker in the class. But in the gap time, in the interval time, he was going into meditation, chanting Lord, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. After some time, Hiranyakashipu wanted the boy to inspect, actually he wanted to inspect how far he has learned in the school. So the teachers brought Prahalada to Hiranyakashipu. Then Hiranyakashipu asks, how are your studies? Yes, going on. What is that you have learned? I have learned whatever is to be learned, whatever is needed in the lifetime to learn, that I have learned. Chaduvuలలో మర్మమెల్ల చదివితి తండ్రి. I have studied the secret of the studies. He was wondering, you tell me the secret? Hiranyakashipu asks. He says, the whole universe is controlled by Lord Vishnu. That is the secret of the studies. Hiranyakashipu got irritated. Then he scolded the teachers. You people, I asked you to train my child, my son, in a way so that he will become a great Rakshasa Raja. Whereas you are making him a devotee of Lord Vishnu. Take back again. Train him properly. Bring him back after some time. So the teachers who took Prahalada again to the, then they started very consciously teaching about the greatness of Rakshasas. But actually by the time the devotion of Prahalada has increased, then he was playing with his classmates. In the games, he started the games of Lord Vishnu. He made them also the devotees of Lord Vishnu. So all the boys, collectively they started chanting Om Namo Narayanaya. Not only himself, all the students, they started chanting Om Namo Narayanaya. Then the teachers were afraid of the Lord, great Hiranyakashipu. So they came back. Sir, we cannot train your child. Not only himself chanting Narayana mantra, he is making others also to chant. We cannot control. You take care of your own son. Then actually, Hiranyakashipu started, what is that you have learned? Again he started telling about Lord Vishnu. Hiranyakashipu got vexed with his son. So he wanted to give punishment. Punishment. So what is the punishment? Very cruel punishment. He wanted other Rakshasa soldiers, take this boy onto the mountain, throw him from the mountain onto the ground, throw him. Normally if anybody jumps from a 2-story building or 3-story building, the person will be dying. Whereas from a very great mountain, if somebody jumps or is thrown out, definitely he will be meeting death. The boy was thrown, but he did not die. Lord Vishnu protected him. Again the Rakshasa soldiers brought back Prahalada to Hiranyakashipu. Sir, we tried, but he is not dying. Then he gave direct poison, just like hala. Drink it. He remembered Lord Vishnu and then he drank the entire poison. He did not fight with his father. He did not object to his father. He drank it. But he could digest it because of the power of Lord Vishnu. Then also he did not die. Then he sent him to lions. Before the lions, he pushed him. Lions were, when they are seeing this boy, the boy was not seen, something else was coming. So they also could not kill him. Like that, all the methods what Hiranyakashipu wanted to kill this boy, he tried, but he could not kill. Then ultimately, he wanted to have either do or die condition. Then he took this boy into in a great hall is there, Darbar hall. Where is your Lord Vishnu? My Lord Vishnu is everywhere, the boy answered. Is it? Then is your Lord Vishnu in this pillar? Yes, it is there. Not only there, everywhere. Can you show him? You try. You try, he is there. Then immediately with his right hand, he has put a great slap onto the pillar. The pillar was broken. From the pillar came out a peculiar living being. A peculiar living being. Head is a lion. Body part is a human being. Previously, it is against, because it is not falling into the category of varas, boons he has asked Lord Brahma. And then they started fighting. Narasimha Swami. Body part up to the neck is a human being, and the upper part, the head part is a lion. Then this, what Hiranyakashipu did, you know? He thanked for Prahalada. Yes, so far I tried for Lord Vishnu in all directions. I could not see. Yes, now you got me, Lord Vishnu. So I thank you. He thanked Prahalada first time. And then he started fighting with Lord Narasimha. Both fought. Then ultimately, Lord Narasimha Swami, he picked up Hiranyakashipu, just very easily picked up. He walked up to the threshold. Gadapa threshold antarama. Gadapa means threshold. Okay, he sat on the threshold. He kept this Hiranyakashipu on his lap. His head is hanging one side, his legs are hanging on the other side. His body part is on the middle part. Then with his sharp nails, he pricked up directly into the stomach and then started tearing the stomach. His intestines came out. He was crying. Then he did not show any mercy. He drank the blood of Hiranyakashipu also. That way Hiranyakashipu ultimately he died. But in this story, one more thing is there. What is the nature of Prahalada in the from the beginning? Because he was a disciple of sage Narada Maharshi. What were the characteristics? That actually we should learn. I will show you the shlokas related to Prahalada's characteristics. Please be online. You see, yesterday in the Telugu class, I told about the Potana's poems. Now we are learning from the Vyasa Maharshi's Bhagavata. Just you see, Tasya Daityapateh Putraha Chatvarah Paramadbhutaha. Hiranyakashipu has got 4 sons. Prahalado Bhon Mahamstesha. Normally in our cinemas that is not shown how many sons he was having. But this Vyasa Bhagavata says Hiranyakashipu has got 4 sons. Prahalado Bhon Mahamstesham Gunair Mahadupasakaha. Among the 4, Prahalada is very great person. It is not mentioned here whether he is the eldest or youngest or in between. But he is great. That much is given. Why he is great? Because of the virtues. Gunaihi. Guna means Sugunas. Sugunas means virtues. Good qualities. That's why he is very great. What is that? What are the characteristics of Prahalada? Now one by one he says. Just you see. Brahmanyaha. Shila Sampannaha. Satya Sandho Jitendriyaha. Atmavat Sarva Bhutan. I will tell the meanings. Atmavat Sarva Bhutanam. Yekaha Priya Suhruttamaha. Dasavat Sannataryaangrihi. Pitruvaddina Vatsalaha. Bhratru Vatsa Drushe Snigdho. గురుష్వీశ్వర భావన విద్యార్థరూపజన్మాక్ష మానస్తంభ వివర్జిత నోద్విగ్న చిత్తో వ్యసనేషు నిస్పృహ శ్రుతేషు దృష్టేషు గుణేష్వస్తు దృక్ దాంతేంద్రియ ప్రాణ శరీరధీ సదా ప్రశాంతకామో రహితాసురేసుర యస్మిన్ మహద్గుణా రాజన్ గృహ్యంతే కవిభిర్ముహు నతేధునాపి ధీయంతే యథా భగవతి ఈశ్వరీ. These are the great virtues of Prahalada. Just you see one by one, we'll see. Actually, the same thing was translated by Potana, great Telugu poet, Potana in Telugu. Brahmanyaha. Brahmanyaha means, Brahma means Veda. One meaning. Another one is a Pandit who studied Vedas. Brahmanyaha, he is always concentrating on the meaning of the Brahmas. Brahma means Vedas. And he always having discussions with the great Pandits who learn to Vedas. Both the meanings will come from Brahmanyaha. His mind always thinking of what is the ultimately Veda is teaching us. What is the summary of Veda? What is the summary of Vedanta? Vedanta is part of Veda. What is ultimately Vedanta is telling? It is telling Narayana, Om Namo Narayanaya. So always he is thinking of the summary of Vedas. Om Namo Narayanaya. Shela Sampannaha, very good character. Very good character. Character in the sense normally, normally young boys, they will be getting attracted towards girls in the colleges, in the universities, normally, or in the society. No, he is against it. He is not attracted by the ladies. He was not attracted by the girls. He is Shila Sampannaha, very pious character he was having. Satya Sandhaha, he was always speaking truth. Always speaking truth. Not only present tense is speaking, he was committed to speak truth only. He was committed. That is Sandha. Satya Sandha means, yes, I decide always to speak truth only. That decision is there. So in the past tense, or the present tense, or in the future tense, always only truth will come out of his mouth. That is the meaning of Satya Sandha. Jitendriyaha. Every human being or every creature will be having the senses. There are 5 senses. And then 5 karmendriyas and 5 jnanendriyas. Hands are used to pick up, legs are used to walk or to jump. Eyes are given for looking at, seeing anything. Tongue is given for tasting and then eating. And the skin is there for protect the body and also to feel the happiness of the winds or the temperatures. Like that, all these 10 senses, 5 jnanendriyas and 5 karmendriyas, they take care of normally, we are under their control. How I will give an example. Suppose we are going in a bazaar. On the left side, suppose we see a very sweet shop, suppose. G Polarity sweet shop if we see. If you know the taste of the sweets of Polarity sweets, immediately will be tempted to purchase and then eat. Will be tempted. That is, we are in the control of the tongue. So immediately, suppose if you are a boy or a girl, and if you are walking along with your parents, immediately will make a prayer to them. Amma, let us go to the sweet shop. Let us purchase these Polarity sweets or some other sweets. That is, you are not having control on your tongue. The tongue is having control on you. Similarly, suppose a great music program is going on, or some cinema program is going on in Ravindra Bharati, let us say, and you came to know about it, you immediately make a prayer. No, let us go to the music program. That is, your ears are having control on you. You are not having control on the ears. So like that, the indriyas, the senses control us normally. Whereas Prahalada is able to control his senses. That is Jitendriyaha. And one more thing is, Atmavat Sarvabhutanam Ekaha. Normally, in a classroom, how do you feel yourself among your classmates? Yes. Suppose exams are over, marks are being given, distributed by your teacher in the classroom, mark sheets. Yes, I should be number one. If you are always trying to, yes, I should be number one. By chance, suppose you did not get that highest mark, you feel bad. Why that fellow got higher marks than me? Immediately will become slightly jealousy. Definitely, even myself, everybody will be getting it. I fight for getting this number one position, rank number one, but I did not get it. Okay, somebody got it. Do I contend? Do I stop? No, I feel bad about other fellow. Then I start slowly fighting with him. But whereas Prahalada was not like that. Normally, he was always number one. Suppose some other Rakshasa Balaka, he becomes number one. Immediately goes and congratulates that boy. He doesn't feel jealousy. He congratulates. Arey, brother, you have become very great. You studied very well. You deserve it. Normally, do we say like that? Never we do it. That is actually Atmavat. He feels as if he himself got the number one. He feels, even if others get it. And one more thing, one more great thing is there. Suppose somebody is hungry among his classmates. Prahalada feels as if he is hungry. Suppose he got, because he is a son of a great king, he will be getting tiffins will be coming, lunch will be coming with several sweets, hearts, everything. He comes to know about the appetite, the hunger of other fellow. Immediately he doesn't eat himself. He distributes all these things to his classmates. Only when everybody gets the things to be eaten, then he starts eating. That is, he feels as if all his classmates are his own forms in different ways. And then, Priya Suhruttamaha, he is a friend for all his classmates, for all his friends. Normally, everybody will be having some people who are supporting him. Some people will be there who are not supporting him. But whereas he is liked by everybody, he likes everybody and he is liked by everybody. Do we get it? Do we feel that like that? No. Now, Dasavat Sannatari Angrihi. Suppose when a teacher is coming. Normally, when we are studying in the high schools, a teacher is coming. We are going by cycle. Get down from the cycle. Put the cycle on the stand. Wait till the teacher crosses. Then again get onto your cycle. Here also, Prahalada, suppose a teacher is coming on the road opposite to him. He goes aside. He feels as if he is a servant to the teachers. Dasavat, just like a servant. Arya means the teachers. Aryangrihi means to the lotus feet of the teachers. He is always feeding, just like that, like this, very folded hands. He was standing before their teachers. Pitruvadena vatsalaha. Suppose somebody is there. He is in a very pitiable condition. He has a lot of mercy. He immediately thinks, just like parents take care of the children. He was trying to take care of the poor people who are suffering with the poverty or with some calamities. He tried to help them. Pitruvadena vatsala. He feels all others as his own brothers. Sinigdha, very good qualities. Guru Shishwara Bhavana, he was teaching his teachers as God only. Previously, Dasavat Sannatari, old people. Then he was feeling like servants. Now when teachers themselves are calling, he is almost, they are my God. Acharya Devo Bhava. That is the feeling he got. Now you see the Vedic sentences. When he got Shila Sampanha, Matru Devo Bhava. Then here, Pitru Devo Bhava. Pitruvadena Vasra means Pitru Devo Bhava. Guru Shishwar Bhavana. Acharya Devo Bhava. Vidyartharopa Janmadshaha. Like this, actually, he is having all the good qualities. Now, again, I am repeating. Brahmanyaha, first one. Please note down all the important points. Long list of points are there. Brahmanyaha. He was always thinking of the essence of Vedas. Chanting Namo Narayana mantra. Sheela Sampanna. Please note down. Second one. Sheela Sampanna. Second meaning is good character. Third aspect. Satya Sandhaha. Always speak truth. Fourth one. Jitendriyaha. Control your senses. Don't become emotional. Yes, miss. Murdani Cheppamma. Tell me. You want to say? Unmute. Tell me.
సార్ పేరు సెకండ్ లాస్ట్ వర్డ్ ఉంది, అది కొంచెం లాస్ట్ స్క్రిబ్లింగ్ లా ఉంది, అది ఏంటది?
ఏదమ్మా నాకు అర్థం లేదా, మీ మాట క్లియర్గా రాలేదమ్మా, నాకు అర్థం లేదు. బ్రహ్మణ్య మీన్స్ ఎసెన్స్ ఆఫ్ వేదాస్. శీల సంపన్న మీన్స్ గుడ్ క్యారెక్టర్. థర్డ్ వన్ ఈజ్ డిసైడెడ్ టు స్పీక్ ట్రూత్. థర్డ్ వన్ యు స్పీక్ ట్రూత్. ఫోర్త్ వన్ జితేంద్రియ మీన్స్ కంట్రోల్ యువర్ సెన్సెస్. Atmavat Sarvabhutanam. Feel one among all the living beings. Feel one yourself. That very few people got that feature. Shuka Maharshi attained that, and again Prahalada got it. Atmavat Sarvabhutanam Ekaha. Then Priya Suruttamaha. Very good, friendly in nature. Friendly. Dasavat Sannataryankrihi, like a servant to the elderly people. Very obedient. Angri means feet. Arya Angrihi, that is, he was always almost like serving the feet of the elderly people. Angri means feet. Great people. Arya Angrihi means.
Ranima, are you not able to see it fully?
అది క్లియర్గా రాలేదండి, ఇందులో ముద్దగా పడింది కదా,
ముద్దగా పడింది
అది.
మళ్ళీ గురుగారు పోస్ట్ చేస్తాలే, నేను పోస్ట్ చేస్తాలే.
మరి మీరు కాస్త టెక్స్ట్ మీ దగ్గర ఉంది కదా గురుగారు, లేకపోతే
పెట్టాను ఆల్రెడీ గ్రూప్ లో, ఇంగ్లీష్ లో పెట్టాను.
ఓకేనండి. ఈ శ్లోకాలు కూడా ఇంకోసారి
ఈ శ్లోకం కూడా పెడతాను.
ఓకే. Then Pitrvat Dhenavatsaraha, just like the parents take care of the children, he was taking care of the poverty stricken, who is with grief. Grief stricken, taking care of the grief stricken people. Very important, just like parents. Bhratravat Sadrishe is brotherly to equivalents. Snigdha means very nice person, very nice person. Normally, what is meant by nice, that is characteristic of Sri Rama. Suppose you are going in one direction, your classmate or somebody else is coming, or a senior is coming, or a junior may be coming opposite to you. How you will behave normally? Yes, let him greet, then we will greet. That is the normal feeling. Is not suppose hello, you say, do you say hello first, or you feel that he should say hello first? You feel, normally, we feel the other fellow should say hello to us, then we will respond. This is the way normally most of the people will think. But Sri Rama is not like that. Sri Rama has that good quality. He greets the others first. Orobhashi Charagava. And one more thing is, normally when we meet a new person or our own known people, we smile also. Normally we smile and then we speak and then smile. But Sri Rama has got a very good quality. He smiles first and then speaks. Please note, very important. Smita Porvabhibhashi cha. He smiles first, then he speaks. And when two people are coming, who has to greet the other one? Porobhashi cha Raghavaha. He first himself greets the other. Rama is very great. Normally, lower cadre people should greet the higher cadre people. But reverse is the case with Rama. Suppose Sugriva and Rama meet. Rama is superior, Sugriva is lower cadre. But Rama greets Sugriva first. That is actually the meaning here. Okay, Snigdhaha, very nice means the way you greet the people. You should smile, you greet first, then the other fellow will become a friend for you. That is the nature of Snigdha. Gurushu Ishvara Bhavana. This is Acharya Devo Bhava. That is, treat your teachers as gods. Like this, these are the very, and Manastambha Vivarjitaha. Don't feel egoistic. Leave your ego. Mana means ego. Duryodhana was famous for his ego. That is called Mani, Abhimani, Manadhana, Manadhana, Suyodhana. His entire property, entire wealth is nothing but the ego, which ultimately destroyed him. We should not have that ego. Okay, you may be beautiful, you may be very intelligent, you may be scoring high marks, you may be very tall, you may be very sportsmanlike, you may be always number one, but if then normally you know what happens, we will be getting ego for all these features. Or you may be very wealthy, you should not have that ego feature at all. That will kill us, that will destroy us. Manastambha vivarjitaha. Okay? And one more thing is, nodvigna chittaha vyasaneshu. A problem comes. Normally, we get agitated when a problem comes. We will get agitated. He is very cool. Okay, let the problem come. Yes, we will attempt to solve it. No udvigna, no emotion. He solves the problem. Nodvigna chittaha nispruha. And he doesn't want anything. He has no desires. Spruha means desire. He has no desires. Only when you have the desires, then only you will be fighting with others. If you don't have any desires, there is no scope for fighting. Whatever minimum things that are required for sustaining the body, we have it. Shruteshu, Drishteshu, Guneshu, Avastadruku. This is the summary of our Prahlada's character. Whatever things we hear, whatever items we see, whatever properties we are having, he thinks they are not the real things. Avastudruku, they are not eternal. The vastu, what I am seeing, suppose I am seeing in my laptop. We see as it is a laptop. But Prahlada thinks, yes, this laptop is having atoms, and the atoms are containing subnuclear particles. Subnuclear particles are carrying ultimately Brahman. So he looks at the innermost part of the laptop, that is Brahman. He, whatever he hears, yes, I heard the sound. Ultimately, the basic of sound is Narayan Shabda. Similarly, the character, always everything related to Lord Narayana only, always he was looking at. When he sees an object, or when he hears a sound, and when he thinks of the properties of objects, he always remembers Lord Narayana. These are the greatest set of greatest qualities. We cannot compare anybody with these things. Okay, there are several other things. Now, I think you have understood some of them. It's not myself continuously telling. You should tell me the list of points, whatever now you remember. We will spend some time. Who will tell? At least a few of the points. Who will tell? Raise your hands. Chaitra, you have raised your hand. Tell some few points related to Prahlada.
Sir, we should be friendly in nature.
Very good. Your voice is very, very audible, very clear, very melodious also. Please continue.
Sir, we should treat our teachers as gods,
Yes,
and we should always speak the truth.
yes,
We should control our senses and take care of grief-stricken people.
very good.
And we should not have any ego, and we should be calm during problems.
Yes,
And we should always feel one among all living beings.
yes, yes.
And we should have a good character.
Excellent. Excellent way you have projected. Very nice.
Thank you, sir.
Extremely happy. I'm extremely happy. Blessings to you. Yes, who else? Who else will tell? Murdani? Sharvadi. Tell me.
Sir, we should not have ego. We should
Yes.
we should feel one among living beings.
Yes,
We should always speak the truth, and we have to try to stay calm when we have problems.
yes,
We have to be friendly with each other,
yes,
and we have to greet people. smile when we see people, be kind to poor people,
Yes.
and help a lot of other people who are in
Oh.
need.
Very nice, very nice. Sir, Shastri garu, purpose of our course is fulfilled, sir. Shastri garu. Fulfilled. Chepamma. Akshara.
So we should help grief-stricken people.
Ah.
We should always speak the truth.
Ah.
We should treat our teachers as God, and we should treat our elders as God. We should not have ego.
Ah.
We should stay calm in problems when we have problems.
Ah.
And we should always be friendly with everyone. We should greet others first and smile when we are greeting.
First you smile, then greet and then smile. Which one you feel?
First we'll smile, then we'll greet others.
And greet. You should be first to greet before the others. Okay?
Okay.
Very good character. Yes. Next.
Arunima.
Next, Amma.
Arunima.
Arunima, Chepamma. Arunima, come out. Murdani. Arunima and Murdani. You are Arunima or Murdani? Both. What is your name?
So, and we should try to make sure everyone feels comfortable with us. We should treat everyone equally.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Amma Shrestha, how do you find? Do you tell in your words?
Yes. Yes,
Shrestha.
Gurugaru.
I know I am asking Shrestha. Then others. Shrestha, tell me.
First of all, we should have a very good character. We should learn Vedas. Knowledge undali Vedas లలో ఉపనిషత్తులన్నీ చదువుకోవాలి. We should respect. First of all, we have to respect our Vedas.
Yes.
Have to speak truth. We have to be friendly with others. We
Yes.
have to respect our teachers. We have to be as a servant. We have to be always ready to serve our elders and teachers and the poor people who are in need during the calamity times or during such times of war also. We have to be moving forward to help them.
Yes.
Then we have to be controlling our 5 senses, and also we have to control our desires.
Yes.
Then we have to be friendly, like brotherhood, sisterhood. We have to respect others. And then we have to greeting others with smile. First you have to smile, then only you have to say hi, how are you, and those things.
Very
Smile
nice.
plays a very important role when we are greeting others.
Yes.
And next, egoism. We should not have any egoism. And then, yes, always thinking about Paramatma, that is Lord. Always remembering whatever work we are doing, we have to remember him.
Very nice, Amma. Excellent. Yes.
Thank you.
Gaur Cheptarama. Anybody else?
Gurugaru, I
Krishna.
just would like to add.
Please, sir. Please, sir.
Dear children, I have so much of.
I am feeling emotional today. The
Yes,
voice.
I am also feeling the same thing. I just wanted to share that.
శ్రీకృష్ణ చెప్తాటండి.
Okay, okay. Let him tell.
Chepamma.
పూర్వభాషి అంటే ఎప్పుడు మనమే ముందు ఒకరిని పలకరించాలి. వాళ్ళు చిన్నవాళ్ళు.
ఆ పలకరించడంలో కూడా ఎలా పలకరించాలి?
ముందు నవ్వాలి, తర్వాత
అది ఎంత బాగుందండి ఆ కొటేషన్, ఎంత బాగుందండి అసలు. స్మిత పూర్వాభిభాష, రామాయణం, వాల్మీకి రామాయణంలో కొటేషన్ అండి. స్మిత పూర్వాభిభాషిట. స్మిత పూర్వం, ముందు నవ్వు వచ్చి తర్వాత మాట్లాడతాట. తర్వాత పూర్వభాషిట, ఇద్దరు వస్తే ఇద్దరు ముందర తానే ముందర మాట్లాడతాడు. ఎస్, చెప్పమ్మా, కంటిన్యూ. శ్రీకృష్ణ. అమ్మ ఆరు ఉన్నాడా లేడా క్లాసులో?
లేరండి.
ఓకే, చెప్పు, కంటిన్యూ. శ్రీకృష్ణ.
ఎప్పుడు నిజమే మాట్లాడాలి. పేదవాళ్ళకి సహాయం చేయాలి.
పాయింట్స్ అన్ని ఎదురుకుండా కనిపిస్తున్నాయి. స్క్రీన్ చిన్న చేసాను చూడు. అక్షరాలు కనిపిస్తున్నాయా?
కనిపిస్తుంది.
ఓకే, చెప్పు, చూసి చెప్పేసాయి ఒక్కొక్కటి.
ఆ,
బ్రహ్మణ్య, శీల సంపన్న అంటే ఏమిటి?
మంచి గుణాలు,
క్యారెక్టర్ బాగుండాలి. సత్యసంధ,
ఎప్పుడు నిజమే.
జితేంద్రియ,
ఆ, మనం అవయవాలని అది
ఇంద్రియ. ఓకే, తర్వాత ప్రియ సుహృత్ దాసవత్ అంటే ఏమిటి?
అంటే సేవకుల్లాగా ఉంటుంది.
ఎవరికి?
గురువు గారు.
కాదు, పెద్దవాళ్ళకి. ఆర్య అన్నారు కదా, పెద్దవాళ్ళకి. తర్వాత పితృ దీనవత్సర,
పేదవాళ్ళకి
సహాయం చేయాలని. తర్వాత స్నిగ్ధ, చెప్పేసావు. గురు ఈశ్వర భావన,
గురువు అంటే శివుడిలాగా భావం.
ఈశ్వరుడు అంటే దేవుడు, దేవుడని. అది శివుడనే కాదు, అది కూడా కరెక్టే. దక్షిణామూర్తి రూపంలో ప్రతి గురువుని దక్షిణామూర్తిగా భావిస్తాడు అనమాట. అలా కూడా అనుకోవచ్చు. బాగుంది, బాగా చెప్పావు. ఇంకా నోద్విగ్న చిత్త,
అంటే ఎప్పుడు
ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినప్పుడు కంగారు పడిపోడు. నిస్పృహ, నో డిజైర్స్, నో కోరికలు ఏం లేవు. అలాగే బాగుంది. అవి చెప్పండి శాస్త్రి గారు, ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పండి. అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి.
Children, fantastic 2-3 words are there in this entire mantra, shloka. I request you to concentrate on those things. Number one, Brahmanyaha. See, Brahmanyaha is a very, very expanded word. Content is very expanded. Brahma is knowledge. Brahmanyaha means knowledgeable among the knowledge. So, it is not necessary only the Vedas and Upanishads. A human being is basically a person, a living being which has the awareness. Every living beings will have their own awareness, but they are all very limited. A comprehension and thinking, vivekamu, which vivechana, is available only to the human beings. All other animals also have what? Vivekam. Vivekam means discrimination, how to discriminate. So that is they have their own limited way. So this description is Brahmanyaha. All knowledge is there. At such an young age, see how he got so much of knowledge. Rishi has written there in the Kavya, but because he learned it while he was in womb itself from Narada Maharshi. That is the reason. Now, we were not able to do that. So what we should do now? We should do at least after birth. So we all should try for acquiring the knowledge. So the phase in life which is the set for acquiring the knowledge is called Brahmacharya. This is supposed to be one ashrama. That is a phase in the life. We have 4 ashramas, 4 phases in our life. First is Brahmacharya. You are all Brahmacharya ashramas now. You are all in Brahmacharya ashrama. Whereas Guru Garu is in Vanaprastha. That means he is sharing whatever he knows to the people. All the brahmacharis, he is giving the knowledge. So, you are Brahmanyaha, you should think about. Next one, I felt very, very good word is Manastambha Vivarjitaha. Fantastic word. Guru Garu explained it very well. You are very young to understand that. But Mana means ego, that is what Guruji told. Stambha Vivarjitaha. That means there is no yardstick or there is no measure for ego. Manastambha means ego as a measure. So I will have my own ego, my own pillar. My ego is this much of the size. That sizing of our ego is Vivarjitaha. He is about to sizing or about to measuring his ego with somebody else. This word really excellent word, sir. First time I heard and I do my namaskars to you.
Yes,
Manastambha Vivarjitaha is a fantastic word.
Yes.
In particularly psychology. This is the status where we should go. Now, for all you children, how we should do this? This is only when you come out of jealous. At your age, Jealousy is the only hurdle to you, not all other things. Guruji is teaching many things, which are in fact all elders also should come to this class actually. So the Manastambha Vivarjitaha. You are all youngsters, therefore you don't know much. You are not what you call Jitendriya is not very much because you are already in the process of coming to use of Indriyas. Then you will Jitya. Then you will conquer the Indriyas. That is above to the temptations. But you are all young and you don't know much of the world. Therefore, you know only the jealousy is the hurdle to you. So you should overcome the jealousy. In this, I would like to tell you, don't compare yourself with the marks others got in your college, in your schools. You never think about you never think about others' marks and the marks compared to your marks. This is Manastambha Vivarjita for you. This is important for you now, for your age people. And you are so fortunate, you are so sacred, your souls are so pure. Whoever is appearing in this class now, I see in everybody's face, that cute faces, I see great Atmas, Punyatmas. Therefore, you are able to attend this class and get this knowledge. I already told once in the class, this knowledge what you are getting today may not be coming into your mind fully and deeply, but you will remember this in the future when you are grown up. Hare, Guruji was telling something like this. So that way, you are very fortunate. I am fortunate also because I am among you and I am also learning from Guruji. And I am extremely happy. And I thank you all because you gave us this happiness. Okay? Thank you.
Sir, we will continue the discussion in the next class also related to Narasimha Avatara, because some more aspects are there. Actually, one is the Sausiliam and Vijnanam. Sausiliam part is covered now. The Vijnanam part in Narasimha Avatara still left out. And Shrestha wanted to tell something about Simhachalam. Is it not Shrestha?
Yes, Guru Garu. I
Okay,
asked
so
you.
tomorrow morning you can contribute. We are not stopping, we are not closing this Narasimha Avatara. Tomorrow
And one point
morning,
I just want to add, sir.
we'll continue tomorrow morning again.
One point I just add at the end. The options to a person in the life are many, but when problems come, you will find that solutions are limited. The Hiranyakashipas were asking boon for the no death and asking all possible alternatives. He asked day, night, inside the house, outside the house, neither by the man nor by the human being, nor by the animals, nor by the all possible alternatives he has chosen and asked in the boon. But finally, there is still a way out. That means there is a solution to any problem somewhere else. And that solution you should remember always. This is the first thing we should understand from the asking of demon, that Hiranyakashipu, so many vara, so many boons from the Brahma. So he gave all. How he gave all, how Brahma gave all. Brahma means again knowledge. How he gave all, he knows that there is still one more alternative to kill him. That alternative is Narasimha Avatara. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, let us chant. What is the last thing we have to do in a class? Kayena Vacha. Okay, let us start.
రమణయ్య గారు ఏమైనా చెప్తారేమో.
5 నిమిషాలు చేస్తాం. రామణయ్య గారు తర్వాత రామణయ్య గారు ఇంకా క్లాస్ తర్వాత చెప్తాను. రామణయ్య గారు సాయంకాలం క్లాస్ తప్పకుండా రావాలి మీరు. ఓం కాయేన అందరూ చెప్పండమ్మా. ఓం కాయే అందరూ అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి. అందరూ అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి. కలిపి నేను చెప్పేది చెప్పండి. ఓం కాయేన వాచ మనసేంద్రియైర్వా
కాయేన వాచా
బుద్ధ్యాత్మనా వా ప్రకృతే స్వభావాత్ కరోమి యద్యత్ సకలం పరస్మై నారాయణాయేతి సమర్పయామి. హరి ఓం తత్సత్ బ్రహ్మార్పణమస్తు శ్రీ సీతారామార్పణమస్తు ఓం తత్సత్. ఓకేనమ్మా, శుభదినం.